Thank you for coming today while I share a little bit about Arizona Senate Bill 1070 and the possible implications it has for the residents of Arizona and the country itself. The Support Our Law Enforcement and Safe Neighborhoods Act was introduced and signed into law this April, and it goes into effect this July. The law makes it a misdemeanor for an alien to be in Arizona without proper documentation on them at all time. It also requires police to inquire about immigration status when they have a reasonable suspicion somebody could be in the country illegally. Supporters of the bill say it's necessary and it gives the police the tools to do their job, while critics fear that it's going to lead to racial profiling and possibly even a greater racial divide in our country. Illegal immigration is a problem in the United States. The Center for Immigration Studies estimates that between 330 and 560,000 illegal immigrants are living in the state of Arizona alone. Traditionally, the United States has relied on the federal government and federal laws to combat illegal immigration. However, under President Bush, the government was unable to pass significant immigration reform. And this has caused states to become more proactive in enacting laws against illegal immigration. The question we have to ask is Arizona Senate Bill 1070 the proper way to go about fighting illegal immigration? Or is it going to cause a greater problem and actually become counterproductive to the goals of the citizens of Arizona? The first thing we must consider is what the law states and how it will affect the citizens, both legal and illegal, in Arizona. The main impotence of the law is that it requires police to inquire about immigration status. Now, they're only supposed to do that whenever they have reasonable suspicion somebody could be in the country illegally and through the course of another stop. Say somebody gets pulled over for speeding, then they can inquire about immigration status. The law also requires immigrants to always carry legal documentation on them. If they don't, if they run out to grab a quick bite and they forget their green card or their work permit, they could be fined, they could be jailed for up to 20 days, and they're charged with a misdemeanor. Critics point out this could lead to racial profiling. It could also lead to neighbors turning on one another. If you're living next to a Hispanic family and for some reason you're not getting along with them, you can call the police for a noise complaint. The police can come to the house, serve them their noise complaint, which is in the due course of their job, and then that allows them to ask about their immigration status and possibly get them deported if they're here illegally. The bill could become divisive, and it really doesn't do anything to strengthen the borders. It doesn't stop the flow of illegal immigrants. All it does is give police the power to inquire about immigration status whenever they want to, basically. The real problem is the need for immigration reform. Most illegal immigrants are here in the United States because they're not able to get work permits or work visas, even though there's jobs here waiting for them. They can't go through the proper channels because in some cases it can take years. And they're simply trying to make a better lives for themselves. I'm going to quote the Tucson Sentinel. Governor Jan Brewer has said Arizona residents live in terror because of illegal immigration and border crime. But a new study finds the border is one of the safest parts in America and is getting safer. An internal customs and protection study shows that Border Patrol agents face less violence in their jobs than city police do. The problem is there are a select few illegal immigrants that are here to deal drugs, to smuggle drugs across the border, and that's where we need to focus our efforts at. We need to stop the drug trade. We need to stop illegal immigrants from crossing the border because it is illegal. According to USImmigrationSupport.org, President Bush's immigration reform had the best chance of overhauling immigration law in this country. It would have offered the 12 to 20 million illegal immigrants a path to citizenship. It didn't offer them amnesty. It would have fined them for being here illegally. They would have gone back to Mexico or their home country and apply for citizenship here in America. But then we would have let them come back with a work visa program, temporary guest workers for jobs along the border. It's unrealistic to think that the answer to illegal immigration is to deport 12 to 20 million immigrants. It's idealistic. There has to be reform. You can't go through life saying deport everybody, because it's simply not going to happen. Comprehensive immigration reform is what is needed. America is a nation of immigrants. It was founded by immigrants, it was strengthened by immigrants, and it's strengthened today by the number of immigrants that come here and make this country a better place. The American dream is alive today, and it's why people flock to our shores. James Madison once said, America was indebted to immigration for settlement and prosperity. That part of America which encouraged them had advanced most rapidly in population, agriculture, and the arts. Nothing has changed. America is still a nation of immigrants. And when that stops, America ceases to be the America of our forefathers and our grandparents. The America that fought fascism and won a war against Nazi Germany. That America that embraces people. That says, give me you're weak, you're weary, you're tired. That is the America that we must fight for. And that is the America that is under siege by Arizona Senate Bill 1070. Thank you.